Butterfree, go!
Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys another episode of our Pokemon Road to Masterball Ranked Tier. We are making it happen here, guys. If you haven't checked out the last episode, you can check it out in the description below. But we have a new team, and we're going to be trying a new Trick Room variant here, which is going to be super duper cool. So hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you guys are new, and shouts to my Twitch homies. We're obviously doing this live on Twitch with over 4,400 people watching. So you can always check out twitch.tv/aDrive if you want to watch these live. Now, again, I told you I mixed up the team a little bit. I haven't finished it. I haven't really gotten a lot of experience with it yet, but I do think it's very, very cool. So let me show you guys the team right here. It is revolving around Butterfree and Gothitelle. Gothitelle has Shadow Tag, which traps opponents, keeps them from switching out. Butterfree puts everything to sleep. We can't use G-Max Butterfree yet, but it's very, very good. I've got Rhyperior to hit really hard with Choice Band. I've got Araquanid with the Sea Incense, and then Mimikyu and Torkoal from the previous team. So, very, very cool team. My man, it's a +1. He is the Butterfree master, and him and I work through this team together. So, let's jump into it. Let's do some ranked. Again, I'm not super familiar with this team yet. I've only used it in 3 practice battles. We just trained it up, but we are going to continue our ranked series here, and I want to continue to try out some different things, use some different Pokemon, and see if we can pick up some W's today in ranked. But either way, whether we win or whether we lose, we're going to use it as a learning experience. My opponent's got Dugtrio, Lapras, Bronzong, Cursula, Grimmsnarl, and Clefable. That's a team I have really not seen, so I am not super familiar with what we're going to do, but I'm going to stick to my same strategy here of Butterfree, Gothitelle. And then in terms of other Pokemon, I think that Torkoal looks very strong here. I think Torkoal looks very, very strong, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to bring Torkoal. And I'm thinking I do kind of like Mimikyu in this one, and I also kind of like Rhyperior. I think I could see both of them actually doing work. I think I'm probably going to go with, I mean, Araquanid's not bad either, though. Araquanid can put in some serious work. So, yeah, my opponent is going to probably try to use Perish Trap against us, with Lapras using Perish Song, the Cursula trying to do that, so, and the Dugtrio going to trap us as well. So, I'm thinking I like Mimikyu as our last. I do like Araquanid though, man. I think Araquanid can put in a lot of work in this match too. Which do I like more though? I'm going to go Mimikyu. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's see how this goes. This is a very interesting team here. I'm not super familiar with this, so we're going to kind of learn and see what my opponent is going to work with here. Venom here. Here comes Lapras, Zong. So my opponent may be trying to set up Trick Room with this team. My first turn play here is very straightforward. We're just going to sleep the Zong, I think, and then fake out the Lapras. And it's an Air Balloon Zong, which tells me it's probably heat proof. So we're going to sleep the Zong, and we're going to fake out the Lapras, I think. Although the Lapras could Gigantamax. Let's think about this. What's Lapras's base speed? I don't actually know. I think we're faster. Lapras's speed is 60, so we're definitely faster. Okay, so I'm actually going to reverse that. I'm going to sleep out of the Lapras and fake out the Zong. I think it's very unlikely that my opponent Dynamaxes their Bronzong here, which is why I'm going to do that. So fake out's going to come off on the Zong. That's going to break its balloon as well. Not that it really matters. And we're going to put the Lapras to sleep here. And I don't miss, which is very nice. So Lapras is now sleeping. And don't forget, my opponent can't actually switch their Pokemon out either. So that's also very nice. All right, so Lapras is now sleeping. And I'm going to put that Bronzong to sleep too. And I'm going to switch out my Gothitelle. Do I want to switch out yet? No, we're going to set up Trick Room now. We're going to set up Trick Room. And I'm going to try to get my Torkoal in to do some damage shortly. But let's get this Sleep Powder off here. And maybe I'll do some attacking first. But I'll get my Trick Room off. Trick Room's like not super good right now. Oh, the Labra's actually going to get that nice first turn wake and go for a Perish Song here. But the beauty is my opponent can't switch out. Whereas I can. So it's kind of funny. My opponent's going to lose both Pokemon at this point if they can't switch out in 3 turns. So kind of funny there. Alright, so I do want to try to put that Lapras to sleep again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep out of the Lapras here. And I'm going to Psychic the Lapras as well. And try to weaken that thing. I don't want to switch out yet. I probably should have switched Gothitelle out, actually. But maybe on the next turn I'll switch it out and try to get Zong in. I'm trying to get Zong in for free. which I should be able to do with Rage Power, so let's see. Armored Gear, thanks for the Prime. How's it going? I'm trying to, like, manage my Shadow Tag turns as best as I can here. That Bronzong might actually be carrying Block, just as FYI. So, thank you, Armored Gear, for the sub. Decker, thank you for the 11. It's just a very interesting team that I'm not familiar with at all, so. Psyche comes off, it's gonna hit the Lapras here for not very much. And here comes Dive Lapras. Alrighty then. And I Sleep Pattern and don't do anything. Okay. Perish is gonna fall. What do I want to do here? I want to put that thing to sleep. This is kind of a weird situation, dude. I'm not really sure how to feel about this. Can I switch here? I can switch in a Coal, but I'm going to take a dive to the face. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm going to do it anyway, though. I don't want to switch my Gothitelle because my opponent's trapped right now, though. I'm going to sleep the Lapras, I think. Or do I sleep the Bronzong, predicting it to wake up? It's kind of a cool play, too. I'm going to sleep the Lapras. And I am going to Psyche the Zong, I guess? I'm so confused in this battle. Nugget, thanks for the 18. I'm very confused in this battle because I'm trying to work with Trick Room right now. I probably should have never set up Trick Room in the first place. I don't know who my opponent's going to hit with this dive right now. The Butterfree, this shouldn't do much. And I'm going to put the Lapras back to sleep now, which is good. This is so weird. And it's a leftovers Lapras. I don't know what's happening right now. Alright, so this is the final turn of Perish Song. So, everything's dying at the end of this turn. So, I'm switching Butterfree out into Torkoal. And I'm switching Goth into Mimikyu, I think. And both Lapras and Zong should die here on this turn. What a good way to start this episode, though. I have no idea what's happening. So we're going to go with Torkoal here. I'm assuming the Gyro Ball is aimed at the Torkoal if the Bronzong attacks, because it's going to probably wake up here. Bronzong wakes up, it hypnosises, it actually hits, and it's going to hit my Mimikyu. But both Bronzong and Lapras are going to go down here. Because the Lapras hasn't had a turn of sleep yet, so it should still be asleep. So I've eliminated 2 Pokemon right now with that because of my opponent's own Perish Song, which is kind of funny. Can I get some hype in the chat for that? So we played that very well, despite the awkwardness. I could have played it much better. But despite the awkwardness, we made that work, which was good. That was very strange. He couldn't switch out because my Gothitelle had Shadow Tag, which trapped my opponent. So here comes Dugtrio. Now, Dugtrio can trap me, right? So Dugtrio is going to try to trap me now. So how many turns of Trick Room do I have left? I've got 1 turn left of Trick Room. So I'm going to Eruption here and do some big damage to Dugtrio. And I kind of want Mimikyu to not be sleeping right now, but it's going to be sleeping. I don't really think there's much I can do about that. I think I just let Mimikyu sleep at this point. I would really like it to not be asleep. I don't think there's much I can do about that. So I'm gonna Shadow Tag or Shadow Sneak the Dugtrio. There's not really much I can do. We'll see if my opponent has Protect on his Pokemon or not. I can't switch. My opponent actually is just gonna forfeit. So we're gonna pick up the W there. My opponent didn't probably have Protect on stuff. And we're gonna win a very strange match there, guys. We're gonna win a very strange match there. I'm not sure how to feel about it, but I'll take that. My opponent Perish traps themselves. Really cool team idea. We were able to pick up the W, though. We can take a look at my opponent's team as well. They had a Focus Sash Dugtrio, but it didn't have Protect. Lapras had Protect and Perish Song. The Bronzong was Air Balloon with Heat Proof, as we thought. And again, lots of Protect and Block, as I had thought. Citrus Berry with Perish Song as well. And Dig. Grimmsnarl was Prankster, didn't have an item. And Clefable was Rocky Helmet without Protect. That is why my opponent forfeit there. because they didn't feel that they could win the match at that point without Protect on their last 2 Pokemon. So really cool matchup where we were able to put in some work with you know, my own opponent's Perish Song, which was very cool. So we'll take that, a little bit of lessons there, some lessons learned, but very nice. We got a little rain team here with Dracovish, Pelipper, Haxorus, Ferrothorn, Seismitoad, and Grimmsnarl. So I really like our kind of standard strategy of trying to get Trick Room up. We're gonna have to deal with rain in this matchup, so I have to figure out how I want to handle that. I do like Araquanid in some regards because I think it can put in a lot of work, but that Ferrothorn could be very problematic. So I'm probably gonna want to run Torkoal just to stop the rain, even though in our practice matches I didn't, because I think Torkoal actually puts in a lot of work here too with Eruption. So I'm probably gonna bring Torkoal, change the weather. That could be very useful for us. And then from there, and that's also really nice for the Pharaoh. Although Rhyperior puts in a good amount of work here too. Rhyperior puts in a lot of work. The Mimikyu does okay. And Araquanid does okay minus Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is very problematic though. I'm leaning towards the Rhyperior though, because I think I'm gonna need Rhyperior to beat the Ferrothorn. But also I'm gonna lose my Rhyperior really quickly if I don't. Ferrothorn's gonna be very problematic. My opponent may be discouraged to bring it. So I'm gonna bring Araquanid, I think. I'm gonna bring Araquanid. Kinda tricky. We'll have to see how this one plays out. So my opponent is going to lead Dracovish and Grimmsnarl, which tells me that Grimmsnarl is gonna go for Prankster Thunderwave here and try to paralyze something. So I guess my question is, I'm pretty sure Fake Out goes before Prankster. Yeah, Fake Out is gonna go first. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to Sleep Powder the Dracovish, and I'm going to Fake Out the Grimmsnarl. If I Fake Out the Grimmsnarl, he can't Prankster Thunderwave, and then I Sleep the Dracovish. So let's do that. So he cannot Prankster Thunderwave me now. I flinch him, and it's actually Choice Scarf Dracovish. So it is not Choice Bandit, it's Choice Scarf. And I'm gonna put it to sleep. I missed. You gotta be kidding me, man. Why do we miss? It's 97% accurate. Alright, well, I'll Sleep Powder the Grimmsnarl then and Trick Room. Why do I miss a 97% accurate move? And the Grimm is gonna bulk up here. And the fish is gonna probably just knock out my Butterfree, I would assume. Or go after Goth, I'm not sure. Gonna go after the Butterfree, knock it out. I get my Trick Room up, but that's a very annoying turn of events there. I get Trick Room up. That's just a very annoying turn of events. Alright. I don't know if I can pull this back. If I go Arac... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Araquanid. Not Torkoal here. That 3%, man. I am Compound Eyes, yeah. That 3% miss is brutal. Okay, I have the Dynamax, and we're gonna Max Geyser the Grimmsnarl, I think. And I am going to... probably Psychic the Dracovish. We might get Prankster Thunderwave, though. So... not the best. I mean, had I slept the Dracovish, we would have been in a really commanding position. But that's the downside of this team missing. It's 90%. No, 75% plus Compound Eyes, which puts it 97% accurate because of Compound Eyes, guys. So keep that in mind. So our Araquanid here is going to be able to fire off a really big Geyser and set up Rain for the following turn. The problem is the Dracovish is going to still be able to hit us, and it's going to get boosted in the Rain. So we're really in a pretty bad spot. And I've got Torkoal plus Araquanid. So this match is probably a wash, but we'll try to play it out anyway. A crit could really help us here. Okay, well that was good. Gothitel's likely to get knocked out. Didn't even need the crit. That was a +1 Grimmsnarl. We just straight up bopped. So, and I'm probably going to get Fishious Rended into my Gothitelle here. So let's see. Here comes the Fishious Ren into Goth. This probably knocks us out in the Rain. No, we live. Okay, that's fine. I don't really have any way to beat the Dracovish, though. That's really the issue here. But here comes Pelipper. So I think I'm going to double Pelipper here. Let me think about this. I can Max Geyser the Pelipper and Psychic the Dracovish. I'm trying to get myself in a situation where Eruption can win this game for me. How many turns left of Trick Room do I have? 3 turns. It's doable. All right, we're gonna Geyser the Pelipper and we're gonna Psychic the Vish. I'm playing this game for Eruption to win the game for us. So that's pretty much my only way to win this at this point. Because this Pelipper, oh, it's Sash. I should have doubled the Pelipper. Mistakes have been made. He's gonna Hurricane my Araquanid now. I should have doubled the Pelipper. Lesson learned on that one. Okay, good lesson to learn there. Because now I probably live this. Yeah, don't confuse me though. That's not what I wanted. Here comes the Fishiest Wren into Goth. You weren't supposed to confuse me, man. Oh, it wasn't Sash? Oh, wow. Well, that's wild. All right, well, Torkoal comes in now. And I'm going to change the weather here. So now I'm going to get an Eruption off, and we're going to pick up a double KO, I think, unless my opponent... I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. This is going to be very interesting. Just straight up lived on 1. All right, well, shout out to that. Okay, so we're going to max Flutterby because I don't want to change the weather back now, and I'm going to Eruption. If my opponent's smart, they... Oh, maybe not. Never mind. I was going to say if my opponent's smart, they switch out Pelipper here, but that's really risky because then you're switching into a double attack. I think Eruption just picks up the double KO here, though. Dracovish does resist, but it resists 4 times, but it's still Eruption. I don't know if that Pelipper's Sash or not. That's crazy. It lived. All right, he's going to save the Pelipper to change weather back to rain, and it's Seismitoad? Okay. Let's hope this picks up the KO on the Vish. It's 4 times resisted, but it does. Perfect. All right, I just need to not hit myself in confusion here. Don't hit yourself in confusion, Araquanid. Please. Don't. Matchel, thanks for 10. Yes. Max Flutterby, baby. Very good. Okay. All right. Now my opponent has a 1 health Pelipper. I just need to not hit myself in confusion here. That's all I need in my life. Don't hit yourself in confusion, Araquanid. I've done everything I can to win this game, despite some rough early start. And we're in a very commanding position if I don't hit myself in confusion. I am going to Eruption here because it doesn't miss. Although I could Protect. But I'm going to go for the double attack here. The battle's canceled. My opponent forfeited. I don't think that was the right play. I had 1 more turn of Trick Room. If I had 1 more turn of Trick Room, then I won that game. I'm taking that W, baby. Woo! That was a good one. That was a good one, guys. That was a really good one, man. Ooh, he's got the bulkiest of boys there. Okay. Very standard Trick Room setup for us. With Butterfree, sleeping some stuff. All right, so let's do that. We're going to do very standard Trick Room. I need to break through that Corsola. I really like Araquanid in this matchup. Rhyperior looks so good. Who's JoJo? Why is everyone saying JoJo? I don't know. Rhyperior looks really strong here too. Am I supposed to know what this reference is, guys? Is this a person or is this like an anime? I think Rhyperior is really strong here, dude. So I'm going to bring Rhyperior. And I think I want a Torkoal or Mimikyu, probably. Mimikyu does look really strong. I think Rhyperior provides enough offensive pressure for Mimikyu to put in the work. All right. Oh, so this isn't a YouTuber. This is just Speedwagon. It's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay. We got a turn of this 1 music right now. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Grim and Rotom. Okay. So, I'm assuming the Rotom is going to be, Scarf, most likely. So, I'm going to do I want to Trick Room or do I want to Fake Out? The thing is, I never know what the Grim is going to do. The Grim might try to Fake Out itself. So, I kind of want to Sleep Powder the Rotom. And I need Trick Room up, though, in this matchup. think I'm gonna Sleep Powder the Rotom and then just Trick Room, or Follow Me Trick Room. Or Rage Powder Trick Room, I mean. Let's Rage Powder Trick Room. I think getting Trick Room up is really valuable here. So let's do that. I think just getting, not even Fake Out, just getting Trick Room up on the first turn. My opponent's gonna end up double attacking Butterfree, take it down, and then I get my sweeper in, so... he's actually gonna Light Screen. Okay, so I should have faked out the Grim Snarl and Sleep Powdered the Rotom. Lesson learned on that one. Here comes the Thunderbolt. And a Para. What are you gonna do? Alright, Trick Room's up. Okay, I have no way to deal with screens. Very annoying. I'm going to Sleep Powder the Rotom here, and I am going to probably just Psychic the Rotom, I think, or swap out predicting an attack, Reflect. Yeah, I like that actually. But yeah, I'm gonna make a really risky play here. We're gonna make a super risky play. So if my opponent does not actually get put to sleep here because I either miss Sleep Powder or I get fully paralyzed, then I'm in a really bad spot. But if things go the way I want them to, okay, so my opponent protects here. So good play on my opponent's part. And I can't Sleep Powder it. And let's see what this Grim Snarl is gonna do. Probably go for a Dark type move into Rhyperior. Play rough into Butterfree. Okay, that's fine. I'm facing a Stream Sniper. How do we know? All right, we're gonna go Mimikyu here, I think. My opponent is Stream Sniping. Is that for real, or are we just playing games? I don't know. Okay, we're going Mimikyu either way. I am going to... What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to double into the Rotom slot. With Max Knuckle plus Play Rough into Rotom, I think is good. Although Max Rockfall gives me Sand. Max Knuckle gets me an attack boost. I like that. I think that should be enough. Thank you, Captain Obvious, for the sub love. He said he is facing you. He called me out. Oh, I'm getting Stream Sniped right now. Well, that's lovely. Let's hope that's not the case. Thank you, Captain Obvious, for the sub, dude. Oh, we'll see how this goes. Alright, we're gonna Max Knuckle into this Rotom here. Does not enough. Okay, I think I lost this one. Regardless of the outcome. I think I lost one. It depends on if the Rotom Scarf or not. Grimmsnarl goes for Play Rough into my Mimikyu. Breaks my Disguise. And the Rotom is gonna Willow into my Mimikyu. Alrighty then. Well, so be that one, dude. Yeah, not a good situation for us. Mimikyu is gonna Play Rough. I need a crit here to knock it out. Not even gonna come close. Okay. And it's Citrus. Alright, so very, very bad couple turns for us so far. It's gonna be very difficult for us to bring this one back. But we're still gonna try. So I'll do that, and I will do this. Thank you, Beast Mode, for the 40 bits, man. Yukai, thank you for the 3 months. Probably protects Rotom. Now he's gonna Dynamax what, Rotom? Yeah, if he Dynamaxes the Rotom, then I definitely lose here. Yeah, okay, we lost the game then. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Maybe. I think we do lose, though. Let's find out. He max guards. My man's making, like, every proper play right now, though. And sets up the Reflect. So. Alright, well, let's go for Play Rough here into the Grim. I need a crit. Not even close. Okay. That's fine, man. And the Grim's got leftovers. No, the Rotom is getting leftovers. Wait, I thought he just used a berry. I'm very confused. Maybe it was the leftovers I saw. Okay. Alright, let's see what my opponent's gonna do. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I definitely play this one not super great. My opponent has made really good plays, so I can't really be mad. I don't think we're going to get the KO here. I need a critical hit to knock him out. And if he Hydro Pumps my Rhyperior, I lose. Yeah, we're not even close. We're going to get Mollywopped in this one. So GG's to my opponent. He's going to pick up a W here. There's nothing I can do. I tried to get around the Grimmsnarl, but that first turn, I think I made the wrong play. I should have definitely targeted down the... should have definitely faked out the Grimmsnarl, which we did not do. And then I just wasn't able to break through the Rotom. So I think had I brought Torkoal, we would have been in a much better spot. I didn't bring Torkoal in this matchup, and Rhyperior is going to just get absolutely leveled here. So GG's to my opponent. It's all good, though. We pick up the first 2 and then lose 1. I'm going to try to get more comfortable with this team because obviously I'm not, like, super duper comfortable. Everyone in my chat is saying that I'm getting stream sniped right now, so I have no idea what's actually happening, whether that's the case or not. So either way, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know if the guy actually is watching. Everyone in my chat seems to think that the guy is watching the match, so that doesn't help my case if someone's doing that. But either way, GG's, doesn't really matter. We'll take a loss here, which is okay. I have a really good habit of winning 2 games and then losing the last one. So by the way, it is common courtesy in VGC, for those who don't know, to run from a battle if you are going to lose. Generally, it is not frowned upon. It's like chess. If you're going to lose a game of chess, you have no way to win. It's okay to just run. Generally, you should play it out until you've kind of exhausted all of your options to try to win the game. But in this situation, there's no way for me to win. I'm not going to waste anyone's time. The game is over. It is not considered to be dishonorable or lame or salty or whatever to forfeit in a VGC match, for those who don't know. So that's a very important point. A lot of people think that that means I'm mad or whatever, but that's not the case at all. It's actually just courteous to do that. So if you're ever playing someone, you should always play it out to see if you can still win the game. But in this case, we weren't going to win the game, so it didn't really matter. Sis Rotom here, very defensive. Standard Braviary with Citrus, Mago Arcanine, Life Orb Dragapult, Light Clay Grimmsnarl, which is very annoying, and Eviolite Corsola. So cool team. Props to my opponent there for the W. And you know, I think we definitely could have made some better plays there. I don't know how I would have won that match. Regardless, I think that those first couple turns were so crucial though. Like had I put some of the mons to sleep instead of kind of trying to redirect, I think I needed to focus more on the fake out sleep strategy there to buy myself some turns. But I also think that I didn't bring the right 4 in that matchup. I think the Gothitelle Butterfree were really good, but I think I could have structured those other 2 Pokemon to give myself a better shot. So either way, got mollywopped. Props to my opponent. But thank you guys for watching this episode of our Road to Master Ball rank. I hope you guys enjoyed the new team. We're going to continue to work on Trick Room teams regardless. So hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I will catch you guys in the next episode of our Road to Master Ranked. Peace.
Butterfree, go!